Welcome to our channel. Today we are going to tell you about the country of Haiti, and how they are what they are today but not by accident. How the world superpowers decided to keep them in poverty after they fought the French for independence. How some of the world superpowers refused to recognize them as a free state and forced them to pay back the French billions and made an example out of them so no other slave country would dare do the same. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. Haiti is the world's poorest country. While rich in culture and the environment, Haiti's otherwise enviable location in the Caribbean Sea makes it extremely vulnerable to hurricanes and earthquakes. For much of its history, Haitians have fought valiantly against natural disasters and difficult domestic politics that have hampered the country's economic development. The worst earthquake to strike the region in 200 years struck Haiti on January 12, 2010. Few countries have struggled as much as Haiti with development. Since its independence from French colonial rule over 2 centuries ago, the Caribbean state has been subjected to numerous foreign interventions, chronic political instability, and devastating natural disasters. The confluence of these forces has transformed what was once the wealthiest colony in the Americas into the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. Why has Haiti had such difficulty developing? Since its independence from France, Haiti's development has been hampered by forces ranging from foreign interference to domestic political malfeasance, natural disasters, and epidemics. Liberation from France in 1804 did not mean the end of foreign intervention in Haiti. France only recognized an independent Haiti in 1825, after its former colony agreed to pay reparations totaling $22 billion in today's dollars. Over the next 120 years, up to 80% of Haiti's revenue was used to repay the debt. The US controlled Haiti's security and finances during the nearly 2-decade occupation. It also imposed racial segregation, forced labor, and press censorship, as well as deposed presidents and legislatures who opposed the presence of the United States. Approximately 15,000 Haitians were killed in rebellions against the US administration, the bloodiest of which took place in 1919 and 1929. As part of his good neighbor policy, President Franklin D. Roosevelt withdrew US troops in 1934. Haiti suffers more natural disasters than most Caribbean countries due to its location on a geological fault line in a region prone to severe storms. Because of widespread deforestation, the country is especially vulnerable to flooding and mudslides, which strike Haiti twice as frequently as the Dominican Republic. Moreover, a number of factors magnify the impact of disasters, including a lack of city planning, substandard infrastructure and housing, large coastal populations, and widespread dependence on subsistence farming. In 2010, a massive earthquake near the capital killed approximately 220,000 Haitians and displaced 1.5 million more. Basic reconstruction costs exceeded the country's annual GDP at $8 billion. Drought caused crop losses of 70% between 2015 and 2017, and Hurricane Matthew decimated the country's housing, livestock, and infrastructure in 2016. In August 2021, a magnitude 7.2 earthquake rocked the southern peninsula of Haiti, destroying 30% of local homes, killing over 2,000 people, and displacing tens of thousands more. Tropical Storm Grace exacerbated the devastation a few days later, dumping heavy rains and causing flash flooding and landslides. Why the world superpowers decided to keep them in poverty? Many Haitians did not want to relive the horrors of French colonialism. They fought against American and British intervention during Reconstruction, culminating in a 1922 rebellion that dashed many hopes for progress. One reason could be that Americans, in particular, were drawn to the economic opportunities for jobs, manufacturing, and raw materials in the Spanish-speaking world, thwarting Haitian nationalist efforts to build a market economy. The French fought hard to keep Haiti as a slave colony and threatened sanctions if the newly independent country moved away from producing slaves. The Haitian economy is now stratified by privilege. There is a significant social divide between those who have the majority of the wealth and power and those who are powerless and unemployed. Along with high illiteracy rates and extreme poverty, Haiti remains reliant on humanitarian aid, which is failing to reach even more families in need. Haiti is one of the world's poorest countries. Haiti is riddled with corruption, crippling debt, and deplorable poverty. They do not have access to basic necessities such as food, water, or shelter for their daily survival. This can be attributed to foreign countries continuing to do so even after the war has been won. It is now difficult to look from the outside at what should be considered priority actions for Haitians. Humans are to blame for Haiti's poverty and misery. The underlying causes are the political and economic systems that have dominated Haiti for the past 182 years. The international community, particularly France and the United States, has contributed to these oppressive factors. However, the Haitian elite, which accounts for only 3% of the Haitian population, has played a significant role in creating and maintaining these oppressive conditions. In general, the causal roots are not readily apparent. Rather, they serve as the foundation for the more visible and immediate factors that I will discuss in the following section. Even overt human rights violations are not always visible on a daily basis. However, the Duvalier era was particularly bad. Thousands of people were killed or disappeared. Hundreds of thousands more were forced to flee their homes in search of a better life elsewhere. Almost everyone in the country was terrified of the Duvaliers and their Tonton Macoute. Causes of poverty? Slave-like labor systems in the early republic. Following the departure of the French, there was a scramble for power and control in Haiti. The elite became the dominant power. Their dominance was not surprising given their superior educations and experience running businesses and other affairs. However, a pattern emerged because the slave system was the only model they knew for successful agriculture. The elite's protection of its wealth. The 3% of Haitians who comprise the Haitian elite are mostly descendants of those same families who were free prior to the country's independence in 1804. There is a predominantly black elite and a predominantly mulatto elite. These two groups have their own fights and battles, but in the few cases when the masses have attempted to rise up and assert the rights and needs of the people as a whole, the elite has banded together and crushed the masses with its wealth and power. Haitian corruption. Corruption is widespread in all governments, but it is especially prevalent in highly authoritarian regimes, and it is rampant in Haiti. Since 1804, the elite have used their positions in government to amass Haiti's wealth and power for themselves. The country's meager wealth has been manipulated into the hands of this elite. Foreign governments, as well as humanitarian and religious organizations, have frequently attempted to assist Haiti's suffering people. In the 182 years of so-called freedom, the Haitian elite and government officials have diverted much of this wealth for their own purposes on numerous occasions. Haiti faces the incredibly difficult task of dealing with corruption that has become so entrenched, so pervasive, that it has become a social norm. Human rights violations as a tool of oppression. One would never expect the Haitian masses to sit quietly by and allow such a small elite to inflict such misery on them. The people, in fact, did not sit idly by. From early colonial times to the present, Haiti's history has been one of constant resistance and rebellion. But the elite have risen to the occasion. Terror, killings, beatings, illegal arrests and detentions, forced exile, and other such measures have been used by Haiti's rulers to keep the masses in line for 182 years. How some of the world's superpowers refused to recognize them as a free state and forced them to pay back the French billions and made an example out of them so no other slave country would dare do the same. Despite declaring independence to the rest of the world in 1804, Haiti was largely overlooked as a sovereign nation for the majority of the 19th century. France, the United States, and other world powers refused to acknowledge Haiti's independence. In 1825, France finally recognized Haiti as an independent nation, but promptly charged the Haitian government 150 million francs for property losses, attempting to recoup their revolution-related losses. Losses that existed only because of their heinous mistreatment of slaves and disregard for human life. Haiti, the greater victim in all of this, would now have to pay to be recognized as a sovereign nation. The situation in the United States was no better. President Jefferson embargoed the Haitian Republic following the Haitian Revolution. In fact, in a letter to James Monroe dated November 24, 1801, President Jefferson stated that any unruly slaves in the United States should be sent to Haiti. Ever since independence, Haiti's government has been under constant pressure to repay to France the billions of dollars inherited as war reparations. The United States is the only world superpower that has steadfastly refused to recognize Haiti as a free state. The United States did not recognize them until 1947. This refusal compelled Haiti to maintain an authoritarian government as well as policies favorable to foreign capital investment in order to allay financial markets and European creditors' concerns about stability and sustainability. For centuries, any new Haitian president has been under constant pressure from creditor countries and international organizations to repay the country's debts. The Haitian governments were desperate for French and European recognition. However, France refused to recognize Haiti unless former slave owners' lands were compensated for after the revolution. Finally, in 1838, Haitian President Boyer accepted a debt of 150 million francs to pay this indemnity. This debt plagued Haiti's economy for over 80 years and was finally paid in 1922. Meanwhile, Haiti paid more than 150 million francs in interest on this debt. It is difficult to quantify the enormous damage done to the Haitian economy, but even the most conservative estimates show that it was significant. The Haitian masses have paid the price for their freedom by living at or below subsistence levels, remaining in their tiny huts and infertile mountain regions in order to have peace and freedom from oppression. They have subdivided their small plots of land among their generations of descendants for nearly 2 centuries, until the plots of land are very small and relatively unproductive. There is a widespread belief that no government can ever be good government. Folk wisdom appears to demand that one retreat further from government and eke out a living outside of society's mainstream. All of these factors contribute greatly to the misery the Haitian people suffer, and they are a direct legacy of Haitian politics and government. These evils are brought to the Haitian people by the greed of the elite. Thank you for watching the video.